Welcome to the banks of the Red Cedar, East Lansing, home of the Michigan State Spartans, where the fans have been ready for hours in anticipation of this big one we have coming up. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the Florida State Seminoles taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kick it away to start us off. He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll run this play from the pistol. The give to the right. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The give to the back. Squirts across the 30 to the 32. A pickup of 5.
It's just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth-quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
They'll need 3 yards here on 3rd down to keep this opening drive alive. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. It's complete on the right side. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down to the 42.
I don't think anybody expected this true freshman to jump in the scene here in college football and just explode the way he has. He has been making big plays week in and week out, and that's why this true freshman is square in the middle of the discussion when we're talking about Heisman Trophy.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. They'll try the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I'll be honest, that is a formation and a play call I was never expecting to see in this game. This offense is one of the top 10 passing units in the entire country. I'm surprised they even have goal line in their playbook. What are we doing?
Pressure coming. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
How great is it if you're a defensive coordinator that you know I can put 6 DBs on the field in my dime package and I can still get home rushing 4. My guys up front are better than your guys, and we're going to go prove it. And they did just that.
He'll field the punt. That is coverage just the way you draw it up. Don't even let him get started, and they knock him down deep in his own end. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Pulls and fires complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Nothing too surprising about seeing the Seminoles being productive in the passing game.
Man, we can think back, Reese, to so many great offenses for Florida State, whether it's Charlie Woodward or Chris Winkie, whoever it is. the trigger man being really, really good is the start of a great Florida State team.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Second down coming up. The play-action fake. It's complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more.
He unleashes a long one. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
And on that third down play, there just wasn't any time to turn the quarterback as an intended target. And as a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up fourth.
Yes, the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Give to the running back. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Touchdown, Sparty. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stops at the 14. To get it to the edge. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Takes the easy one to the back. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
They'll throw it on first down. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And how nice is it to have the whole crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
And here comes the offense on second down. looking to throw it again. Getting some heat. Hit as he throws. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
Ooh, they got the completion, and that's the good thing, right? You want the completion, but you dang sure don't want your quarterback taking those kind of hits throughout a whole game.
To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play call? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
He's looking for an open man on second down. It's complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
So it's third and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this: we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Holds it in. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Seminoles will hustle to the line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. He'll pull it down. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Complete on third down. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Seminoles.
What a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he makes the extra point. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll leave it with him. Finds his way for 3 after the 33.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This offense has a 2nd down play. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. Spartans very efficient with this passing game.
You like that, Reese? You like that? I think so. This is an offense that, listen, when you've got a guy back there, they can be efficient. Make no mistake, they're going to run the football, but when you get that Kirk Cousins guy, you start to really like the offense.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Right back to him on the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Paul, has a chance to take it.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go straight.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down. The Seminoles are in the hurry-up. They'll throw it on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fired. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
Let's see which way they go after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 39. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Going up top. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. start this drive firing. Moving away from pressure. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. They'll go to the ground. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it and fires to the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football. Offensively, I'm going to take 4 to 6 7. Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient. Staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
Using his feet to buy time. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
2nd and 10 here. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. The give to the tailback. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
From the gun on 3rd down. It's complete to the left. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Just drives it between the uprights. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Corners are going to bail. He wants to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Oh, they make it 3. And this one will find its way out of bounds, and we have found our way to the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half. Here and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Spartans will kick it away to start the second half. Going for the return. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think that if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first third.
And the ball is picked off. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives him the ball at the 29-yard line.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. From the gun. Give on the inside. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play balls at the 25.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Leaves it with the running back. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
From the gun, looking for a man. He caught it. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making a catch.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off the spot, he gets outside the pocket there. Nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
It's reverse. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan State. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Oh, he's going to go for the return. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, right?
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
The Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Going to try to get it himself. And he scoops his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Noles have had outstanding quarterbacks over the years. Not always dual threats. Sometimes a little more Danny Cannell-ish, but using his feet well there.
And even Chris Winkie. And guys that maybe they weren't runners, but, man, they made those athletes around them really come to life and were a force multiplier.
Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their roles, and he made the pick. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense.
He'll take a shot. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football downfield in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They're trying to get to it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think... They know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. On 4th down, going to the air. Makes the catch past the sticks. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now...
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got him, and they convert. And what a throw to get it in there. They've got it in business in the red zone at the 13. The Spartans are on the move. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Spartans!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he tacks on the extra point. About to kick away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to run it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just...
Makes the catch down the right side. And he's brought down after a huge completion. And the Seminoles want to move quickly. Anytime a wide receiver makes a big play like that, images of Peter Warwick start flashing in Seminoles' heads.
And man, just that time...
Fires toward the end zone. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake. Coming after it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And a big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that shot downfield falls incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the third quarter.
Michigan State 24, Florida State 7.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down. The offense lining up for a first down play. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, Because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
That's a bad sign for the offense. You're trying to throw screen passes to try to negate the pass rush from the defense. That time the pass rush even got home on a screen pass.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Working that left side now. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. And yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. He'll go out of bounds at the 4-yard line, and he almost had a big six.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Have them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. Hard-hitting tackle.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. After making his first field goal, he'll try to put up another with a shorty from 26. Splits the uprights, it's good. And they'll push that lead down a little further. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's going to pass. Going for the big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Power football with the run. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. Line gets set, first down. The handoff, keep working on that clock. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
And they'll take a knee. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. The quarterback takes a knee. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job of this team being ready, getting the W.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis.